Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to Good Things for Good People. As you can tell from the lighting in my video today, it is daylight still, or only just barely. But I have made it back to Columbus, Ohio. I survived my weekend in the trade show. I was exhausted, beat down, broken. So today is kind of a self-care day, and I'm going to have two themes on this video. One is going to be the importance of self-care. Two is going to be zombies and how you keep people from becoming zombies on your channel. All about the notification bell. I've noticed that a lot of people that do not understand how the notification bell works, and I want to talk about that. Because zombies are an important thing. What you don't want to have your channel full of is a whole bunch of zombies, and you don't want to become a zombie. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. First off, I want to say thank you very much for everybody being here. I really, really appreciate you. This is Good Things for Good People. It's a little tiny YouTube channel at the moment. The whole idea with this channel is we are trying to build a community and build a channel that's going to be able to change the world for good. Think of it as a charity that you don't actually have to make a donation to, which I know that sounds crazy, but I know this is going to work. The process is actually shockingly simple. YouTube already has the things in place for us to be able to make money off of videos. So you clicking on this video and you being here right now is generating revenue for this channel. Well, we're not monetized yet, but it will once the channel is monetized. There's a process in place for that. When you see ads that pop up on videos, that content creator those ads are running on gets paid for that, right? So there's a lot of folks out there that want to see the world be used for a better place. They want to be able to donate to charity. They want to be able to do things that are philanthropic or do things for a charitable organization. You know, go to a food pantry or go serve meals or help the homeless or help veterans in need or people with disabilities or whatever. There's lots of people who have that desire to do those things, but they may not necessarily have the ability to donate. They may not have the ability to even get out of the home to be able to help somebody. They may be going through something financially themselves where they just can't donate. You never know. But that doesn't mean that they don't have the same drive to do things good and to see some positivity out in the world. And that's what this channel is going to be about. That's what this channel is all for. We're trying to utilize the power of YouTube and the power of social media to enable people that purely by a video watch can generate some positive influence in this world. That's all there is to it. Now, why this has never been done before, I don't know. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe it is. I can tell you right now it's not easy to do. It's not easy to grow a community, but I can also tell you right now that I don't give up. Anybody who's met me knows that I can be very single-minded on something, and I do not give up on something. We've been doing daily videos, and by the way, on the daily video subject, welcome to day 50, episode 50 of this channel. I am super excited about this. We've gotten 50 episodes in, plus 2 live shows at this point in time. So I'm very, very happy to say that we are doing well. I would like to say thank you to all 556 subscribers. That's not bad. In 50 episodes, that is not bad. And we're growing this community. We're doing a great job. I put that squarely on the toes of you folks that are out there that have clicked on that subscribe button and that come back daily to watch these videos. So we're building the community. If things are going well, I'm working on connections with other people to be able to hopefully get some other folks on camera with me. I've got the Santa Claus stuff that's going to be coming up. I've got some stuff edited or shot. I just need to get it edited and we'll get that uploaded. But we're growing. We're doing really, really well. So anyway, today is about self-care, and I don't want to talk about this too long because I know I brought this up in a previous video, but I think it's important to touch on at least one more time, especially in the holiday season. Now, this channel is all about helping other people, right? It's all about doing good deeds for folks, random acts of kindness, that kind of thing. However, with that said, you also do need to make sure that you take care of your own health, mental health, physical health, and financial health. Today is literally my day of self-care. That's it. I was burnt out and destroyed from an entire weekend in Indianapolis and just crazy busy. I make 3 videos a week for the YouTube or for the Luke War channel, and I make 7 videos a week for this, plus shorts. And in the content creation space, doing 10 videos a week as a one-man band is exhausting. And I was just burnt out. I was burnt out. All I have really done today is relaxed around the house, caught up on a couple of things, started doing some laundry, and spent some time on the laptop responding back to people and checking on my analytics, checking on comment sections. And if you haven't, if I haven't caught your comment recently, I will. I promise I'll get to that. But it's all about self-care. You know, there are a lot of great people that are out there, but you've also got to be careful of yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Don't stretch yourself too thin. Now that can be physically speaking, you know, where you just burn yourself down, you don't get enough sleep, you're under stress all the time. And you may have very good reasons for that. You know, you're striving to improve yourself, or you're striving to support your family or the people that are around you, and you're pushing yourself further and further and further. And especially as a guy, we're known to kind of do that at the detriment of our own physical health, and that's important. You've got to pay attention to yourself. You've got to make sure that when your body says, hey, it's probably time to chill out or slow down or sleep for a little bit, you do occasionally need to not keep hitting that snooze button and go ahead and go to sleep. You need to take those days where you have a mental health day, where you just sit and chill and let your body just kind of de-stress and decompress. And that's what today is for me. So my good deed for myself today is that. I am allowing myself to recharge and recover after a couple of days of crazy stress and busy and abuse, basically. So hopefully you guys understand that. You know, and it can also be, honestly, on the financial side of things. I have known more than a few people who have gotten themselves into kind of dire straits on the financial side of things because they have done too much for other people. And that's kind of a sensitive subject, but it can be just as impactful as not necessarily taking care of yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I know there's a lot of great people that are out there that want to give, and they want to be that person that can help somebody that they see that's down. You know, giving somebody a hand up instead of a hand out, and encouraging them or putting them through a program, like maybe if you know somebody who's have a drug addiction, or is going through a divorce, or going through they're almost about to lose a house, whatever the case, and you go into your own pocket for that. You know, I'm in a place where financially I'm able to do some of that for some random people that I've been able to help out, but I don't make tons of money. You know, I'm not independently wealthy. That's not the guy that you see in front of you here. So I've got to be careful myself about what I do outside of the fact that, you know, we're not making revenue off this channel yet. I'm a working stiff just like you are. But we all have desires to help other people. We just have to be careful that we don't put ourselves in a negative situation or a dangerous situation in order to help somebody else. You know, don't donate money that you don't have, or don't rob Peter to pay Paul kind of thing. I know more than a few people that have gotten involved in that, and especially as we're in the holiday season, it's tricky because you want to do things for people. You want to give gifts, and you want to do those things. I get it. I totally get it. But this is also the season where Americans tend to go massively upside down into credit card debt. And that's not a good thing. I'm not one to throw stones on this. I've spent myself stupid before. I have overspent myself to the point where I'm upside down financially before. I have self-control issues myself, so sometimes I just get into the whatever the case may be, and I have spent way more than I should have, and it puts me into a negative situation, which actually can also cause lots of stress on you. You know, if you're upside down in debt to your credit card companies, you're going to end up working longer hours. You're going to end up sleeping less. You're going to be under stress all the time. You're going to be worried about stuff. You know, that thing comes in the mail and it says, hey, by the way, we want $300 this month for your $15,000 credit card limit that you just ran up, and you may not have it. Well, now what do? You better pay it, because if you don't pay it, it gets a whole lot worse. So you work more hours, or you figure out a side gig or a side hustle to be able to make the money. And you just got to be careful, because all of that stuff can just squeeze in on you. And be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Be careful. You know your own finances better than I do. Take it from somebody who's screwed himself more than once on the finances side of things. It's important, and it can really, really crash your life if you don't take care of it. Okay, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the zombie on the porch, as it were. Zombies, as I would call them on YouTube, are people who are subscribed to your channel, or that are a subscriber to a channel. However, they are inactive. They are not currently seeing the feed. They are not currently able to respond back to any of the postings. They don't get any of the notifications. They don't see any of the posts to the community tab. They oftentimes won't even get notified when an upload happens. And there is a way to be able to check that if you are in zombie status, or that I can use to educate you about how to not go into zombie status. This is a little bit tricky because there are multiple ways to do what I'm going to be showing you. Depending on what platform you're watching this video on, the process is different. There are different ways of enabling the bell notification. So the bell notification on YouTube gives you the ability to determine from each individual YouTube channel what level of notifications you want. So you can make it all, you can make it personalized, you can make it silent. There are different things that you can do. So like on a silent thing, you are subscribed to that channel, but you don't get any notifications to it. So if it's just a channel that you want to be subscribed to, and then occasionally check back and see what they're going, what they're going through, what they're working on, but you're not really in there for the constant content. You're not really there for the really engaged viewing. You're just maybe there as I'll follow up with those folks every now and then kind of thing, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, no problem at all. Now, I'm an Android user, and according to my analytics, more than half of the people who are watching my content here are Android users. So I will show you the way to do this on an Android phone. So let me get into my screen record here. All right, so we are screen recording my Android phone. We're going to use Nick Min and his YouTube channel to be able to illustrate my point here. So you can see here I'm on his channel. I'm watching his most recent video, and I am subscribed to this gentleman. If you look over here on the right where this bell is, you can see where I have all, personalized, none, and unsubscribe. So obviously I don't want to unsubscribe. None is what I was saying as far as the silent feature. Personalized, you can go into some kind of in-depth there, but all turns on every single notification from this channel. Now what that will do is every time a new video is posted, you will get a pop-up notification on your browser or on your phone that, hey, this gentleman has posted, this channel has posted something. You want to go and check it and take a look at it. Now, I don't necessarily need to pay attention to all of his stuff because all of his stuff is not exactly what I need to pay attention to. So it's all about growing a YouTube channel. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select this personalized setting for me, which on this channel is perfectly fine. So that's how you would do it on this video screen, right? You can also do this through here. If you're looking at the main page, you're looking at his main homepage on Android, you can see there where it says subscribed. You can click on that and you can see that exact same thing. All personalized, none, and unsubscribe. So what that does is it gives you a notification immediately when your content creator is putting out new content. Now, I would caution you to not go to all of your YouTube channels that you are connected to and turn on all notifications. Depending on who it is, and depending on what their production schedule is, that might be a whole lot of notifications. And it might be kind of annoying. A lot of us are subscribed to a whole lot of YouTube channels, and if you're getting notifications all day long every day, you're not going to be able to get anything done. So if you're going to do this, if you are going to ring the bell or turn on the bell to an all setting, make sure it is a YouTube channel that you are truly interested in. Now, if you're doing this from a laptop or a desktop or a computer, that process is a little bit different. I wish I could show you, but the problem is with the TV thing, there are so many different ways depending on if it's an Apple TV, a Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but it all kind of works the same way. If you go to the subscribe button, you can somehow toggle that button, or there's a bell that you can click on which will ring the bell and turn it black, which means that you're going to get all notifications. So in all notifications, that's going to be things like if I post a short, which I typically do 2 to 3 of those a day, just because they're great for exposure for the channel. You're also going to get notifications to the community tab, which is where I can post something and we can have a conversation outside of a video comment section. So it could be something where I'm running a poll about something. It could be something where I'm just asking a question about what do you want to, how do you want to handle this, or what looks better from this, or what do you want to have as the next subject or something. You can have all kinds of community interaction there in the community tab. It's also where you would share a video from another creator. And I've mentioned this a number of times in previous videos. It's an extremely impactful thing to help other channels grow by sharing their content to your community tab. I'm not sure if I made that make sense. So let's say I have I'll take my own personal example here. So I would like my people from Lucor Automotive to know and see the content from Good Things for Good People. So I have shared videos from Good Things over to the comment section, or the community tab, to the community tab of the Lucor page, which that will pop up a notification to all of our people who have the all bell rolled. So anybody who's getting the all notification will get that notification. Or other people will if they watch a lot of our content, but they don't have that bell rung. But it's a very small percentage of people that get that notification. However, it does a fantastic job of helping to grow the YouTube channel, because the lion's share of people that are on here are from those direct shares. If you're a Lucor person, you have come over here probably from one of those shares, right? So if you have a YouTube channel, that's how you can help other YouTube channels and give them a little bit of a free publicity push to be able to help. Shameless plug, by the way, if you happen to have a YouTube channel, feel free to click on that share button down below and post it to your community tab, and we'll see how much we're talking about here. So that's really how that works. It's an interesting thing. I think it's a great tool that you can have, and you can really customize how much of an interaction you want with the channel. Now, with this channel, I promise I'm going to get better on the whole when I post thing. I'm working on that. I'm still trying to figure out when the optimal time is. And it also depends, because I am a working stiff, that I can't necessarily take 10 or 15 or 20 minutes out of my day to film something and then edit it during my work day and get it uploaded while also still doing my actual job. So sometimes it just ends up going into the evening and it goes up late, and I apologize about that. I'm working on it. I'll do my best. But this way, if you have the bell notification turned on, you'll see it no matter when it comes up. If it's 11 o'clock at night and I post an upload, you'll get a notification about it. So I want to go into the analytics. That's all I want to talk about with the zombies side of things. Hope you guys understand what I'm talking about with that and understand the importance of that. It's one of the most important things out there as far as helping a YouTube channel grow. And the reasoning behind that is YouTube looks at the first couple of hours of a video, and it wants to see that people are responding to it, that people are watching it, that they're clicking on that thumbnail, how long they're staying around. With those metrics built in, YouTube is going to determine how many people outside of your core main audience will see that video. So, for instance, if we have 556 people that are currently subscribed to the channel, by the way, great to have all you. Thanks for those who just recently came. I love you here. If we have 556 people here and we put a video out at 5 p.m. on a Monday, and in the first 3 hours only 10% of people see it, YouTube may be kind of, maybe they're not really that interested in it. If the average watch time is kind of low, maybe people aren't that interested in it. So the idea here is, with the notification bell turned on, it's going to juice those numbers right off the bat, because usually when you get a notification that one of your favorite channels has uploaded something, you're going to go right over, you're going to click on it, you're going to go to that video, and you're going to watch it. And that's going to help juice those numbers right off the rip, that YouTube's going to be like, oh, okay. Now, instead of 500, out of 556 people, now 100 people are going to see it, or 150 people see it in the first 3 hours. That's huge difference, because then YouTube's like, okay, this content must be good. It must be engaging for this type of viewership base. Let's push it out there to some more people. And that could hugely help a channel grow, especially for a channel like this one that doesn't have a lot of searchability. Let's be honest here, folks. There's not a lot of people that are searching or good deeds for good people, or good things for good people, or random acts of kindness, or changing the world for good, or positivity, or YouTube philanthropy, or online activism. All of those things, Nobody really searches for that. Everybody's on YouTube for entertainment, for educational purposes. They're not really here to see some fat bearded dude talking to them about changing the world for good. You know, that's not really what people are here for. So it's not real searchable, which is going to be a big challenge for this channel. And we've got to grow organically. We're going to have to do this the old school guerrilla way and shake the can and use a outside network of people to do that. Now, with that breath, I will also say we do have a Facebook page, which is Good Things for Good People. Look for that GT4GP logo on Facebook that you can join. And I will post notifications on there every time I have a video coming up. I also post, some comments and stuff to keep people engaged there. But that's an excellent way to spread the message. So if you share this video to your Facebook page, it will get approximately 0 viewership. Facebook hates YouTube links. Hates YouTube links. So only a minuscule number of your friends on your Facebook page will ever see a YouTube link. But what you can do is you can invite those people to the Good Things for Good People page. They can join the community on there. It's free. It's a YouTube page. And then that will give them notifications, and they can also invite their friends. So whether or not you have 100 friends on Facebook or 10 friends on Facebook or 1,000 friends on Facebook, you can invite as many of them as you'd like. If you'd like to invite all of them, that would be awesome. Because the faster we grow this thing, the faster we grow our network of people watching these videos, the better. The faster this thing, the faster this thing keeps growing, the faster it keeps growing. And we're going to get to monetized, and we're going to start bringing in revenue, and we're going to be able to do good things for good people with that revenue. That's the whole process. Make sense? I think it does. So that's where we are. That's what's going on. I will go over some analytics here real quick because I didn't really show any of that while I was gone in Indy, and it's been a good couple of days. It's been a little bit less good because I have not been paying attention, and unfortunately, these kinds of things kind of require you to keep your foot on the throttle. So I know that I've let things slip a little bit, so I'm going to have to hammer down for the next couple of days, and I plan on doing just that. I've got a charity calendar event that's coming up, and I'm going to hopefully get those ladies pinned down to be able to have that conversation. I've got a Santa gig that I'm doing for a local retirement center, which is going to be super fun. I've got another Santa thing that I'm doing for a local bar and club owner that I'm going to be doing. I'll see if I can film some of that. I'm trying to get involved with a lot of other charities that are out there. This is a new process. This is a new thing, so I've really got to build my street cred before a lot of the big dogs are interested in talking to me and giving me a little bit of their knowledge. And I get that. So we're just trying to kind of build this community and show what we can do. And then once we've kind of kicked down that door and people take us seriously, I think things are going to really change for good. So I'm going to get in the analytics side of things. If you are not really interested in the analytics side of things, I totally appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending all this time with me. You are welcome to leave. If you are here for the analytics side of things, let's get in it. All right, it is... Hey, we picked up another subscriber. Look at us, 557. It is 5:31 p.m. on Sunday evening. And this is my video that went up yesterday evening. You can see me there with my disheveled and tired look. It has 98 views so far, which is a middle-of-the-pack performance. Best we would have had lately would have been 146. That was when we hit 500 subscribers. And that's also when I was dressed up like Santa Claus. So, middle of the road ain't too bad. The impression click-through rate is great. It's 10%. So that means 10% of the people who saw this thumbnail clicked on that video to watch it. So I'm glad that's doing well. Average view duration is a little bit low, but also this video is not super long. But if we go into the specific analytics of this video, you can see it's a little bit less than normal. It's only 2 views less, which is not a big deal. It's right on par as far as the watch time goes. If you're interested in this kind of thing, the gray shaded area is the average performance. So you can see this is just below average. Also, that can be partially from the launch time. You can see where it started out slow, and it just kind of trended in the same direction. But because of the fact that I put this up so late, it didn't go live until 11:30 at night. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to watch this. Watch time is, same situation, same story. This is the overnight hours, so there's not a lot of people watching it at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's getting into that average watch time now, and it may continue to grow. one of the problems and challenges of doing daily content is you kind of cannibalize your watch time. You don't give a lot of time for those videos to grow because you're putting out another video, which typically will take people away from your old video. So we picked up 2 subscribers from yesterday's video. Thank you to all 2 of you, whoever that was that came over here. If we go to our engagement tab up here, you can see average duration is 6 minutes and 20 seconds, which is 1 minute and 1 second less than average. But again, this was a shorter video. This was only an 11-minute video. If we go into audience, we can see the actual audience is pretty decent. It's 75% subscribed, 25% not subscribed as far as the watch time goes. And we'll bust that down even deeper here. And you can see the average watch time from non-subscribed is actually longer than it is from subscribed people, which is kind of crazy. Subscribed people hung around for 6 minutes and 32 seconds. Non-subscribed people hung around for 8 minutes and 37 seconds. So that's a first. I've never seen that before. That may just be a weird little outlier. We'll see how that pans out in the next couple of days. Overall channel analytics. We'll click on analytics here. You can see the little squiggly lines. Let's drill this down in the last 7 days. This is this past week, and I haven't been doing a lot of shorts. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff. So, you know, these lines can be kind of, they're only one video from this day on. So they're, you know, and again, also I put this video out really late. It went out almost midnight. You know, it only had like 8 views last night before it became midnight. So those views will count for today. So if we look at the watch time, similar situation. I only had 1 video that came out. It went out late. It wasn't super high energy. It only got, you know, 15 hours of watch time. And then this one continued over from this day. 17.4 hours on yesterday's view time. But again, I put the video out super late, so it doesn't count. It'll count on today's viewership time. It all works out in the wash, right? So we picked up 3 subscribers yesterday. We picked up 5 the day before that. We picked up 5 the day before that. We picked up 6 the day before that, which is fantastic. As long as we can keep growing in the right direction, that's what we want to see. Another little piece of interesting content, and I can go back to the conversation I was having with you guys a little bit ago about viewership. Hang on. If we go to audience, you can see the dark purple is when my audience is currently active. You can also see over here what your channel watcher typically watch. So that would be Street Racing Channel, Gen 2 Garage, Midwest Street Cars, Jimmy Dale. So I'm going to guess pretty much all of you know who those people are. Old Man's Garage is usually in there as well. But that's when you guys are active. So this is kind of when I want to be posting something, is maybe like mid-afternoon when everybody's kind of active, and then into the evening hours. But I don't want to cannibalize myself because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I post on the YouTube, or the Lucor channel at 6 p.m. So I don't want to launch 2 videos at the same time and they end up battling with each other. That's not smart. But here's the subscriber bell notification that I was talking about a little bit ago. You can see subscribers who turned on the all notifications for your channel. Typically on YouTube, this is between 10 and 30%. We are smack at 15.1%. Subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications, between 5 and 20%, 12.5%, which means we're doing pretty good. But if we can get this from 15% to 30% or even higher, that means we're going to have better interactions and better watchability right at the very, very beginning of the video. That's it, folks. As you can see, the sun has faded. It is now evening time. I'm going to get this video up so you guys can watch it. Again, thank you very much for everything you guys are doing for me. I am so thankful for all of you who watch this content, who all believe in this, and who want to see us succeed with this. It's going to succeed. It's just a matter of when. The more people we can get involved, the better. But I gotta say, the fact that we have 500 people that are on board with this, 557 that are on board with this, is very uplifting. I'm very, very happy with that. All we really need is 1 or 2 videos to go crazy, or a bigger channel to help push the content out there. But as we continue to grow, it's going to continue to be able to be a center for positivity. I don't want to get negative. I want to avoid all that stuff. There's enough of that crap on the internet. There's enough of that on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and I don't want to get negative. I don't want to poo-poo anybody. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to keep this thing positive. I want to keep it going where we need to go. I want to be a force for good in this world, and I know that probably sounds a little bit corny, but I don't really care. I know it can be done. I know the world needs it. We're in a bad state right now all over the world. The world needs some more forces for good, and I think we can at least be on that team. Whether or not we end up being a massive force for good or a small force for good, any change in direction is a good thing. So, thanks for being here, folks. I appreciate the time. Thank you very much for supporting the project. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening. I will see you tomorrow. It's back to work. I feel like I've always been working. I'm always working. Content creator life. We'll see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.